Hey guys, what's up? It's already been 2 weeks, and this is going to be a pretty horrendously long vlog. Hopefully not. I'll try to condense it a little bit because I have 2 weeks worth of awesome to talk about in this vlog. And before I do get started, though, I've got my two friends, Nick and Joe, Epic Nick 100 and 111 Lego Reviews 111, both here with me for this vlog because it's kind of special. Say hello.
Hello. What's up, guys?
Yeah. So, uh, we hit 100,000 subscribers, guys, and it finally happened, and I cannot thank all of you enough for everything. And I was there when it happened. I actually was taking a nap. I woke up, and then I was like, oh my god, 99,900 and what was it, like 94, and I was like, oh my god, I just woke up only 6 away. So then I shaved, sat down right here, and then I got a text from one of my friends, congratulations, you passed it. I somehow got 11 more subscribers in that time frame. So I was like, I kind of missed the 100K actual exact number, but I don't care. The fact that I've I cannot thank all of you enough. I mean, I'm going to try not to get emotional here, but when I started on YouTube back in 2008, I basically took a bunch of like 2x2 plates. You guys can go back and all the way to the very start of my channel, and I was just like doing this with my minifigures. I had a little series that I called Rick and Darren. It was so long ago. I mean, it was like, I think early mid 2008, something like that. And it was just, it's ancient times. It really is for me as a YouTuber. So I just did a montage for my 100K thank you video, because unfortunately I don't really have a decent way to celebrate because of the crappiness that has been my life the past year. Because not like my life, but the situation we've been in. I've talked about it many times. But I did a montage where I pretty much went over everything. I tried to cram my entire YouTube career into a 1 minute. And seeing all of that, how far I've come, how many people I've seen come and go in this community, it has been such an incredible journey for me as a person. And the fact that you guys have brought me this far on that journey, I don't know what to say. I am quite literally out of words, and I have never felt speechless like this. I mean, I've been speechless, but never like this. I feel this pressure of needing to say something important to you guys, but I don't know what that is, other than you guys have my endless gratitude for everything. These past 7 years, I have become somebody that I never thought I would be. A little Ross who was living here in North Carolina, actually, before we lived in Florida for 10 years, where I started as a YouTuber, and my entire YouTube career began up until this point where we had to move back here to North Carolina. I was just a little kid playing with my friends outside every day, just trying to amuse myself until I had to go to school the next day. And never did I think there would come a time where I would have 100,000 people like and appreciate my work so much that they actually subscribe to what I do so that they can see that work whenever it shows up again. 100,000 people over the course of 7 years, and it will have been 8 in this October. I cannot thank all of you enough. It means so much to me. You have no idea, and I have no idea myself how to convey this to all of you in the right way, other than just once again, I cannot say thank you enough. Thank you for everything, and I wish I could celebrate better and in a more significant way. But unfortunately, if I were to count how many minifigures I'm currently working on, including the Age of Ultron minifigures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 minifigures right now. And it's overwhelming for me because I have to finish 10 of those before April 30th, which is when the Age of Ultron showcase has to go up. So it's a lot of pressure on me right now, and I really don't have room to be making any more, and I don't have an extra pair of arms, and there obviously isn't anyone who can, paint exactly like me, so I can't exactly get an assistant or anything. So I would love to give away a custom minifigure, but I don't want to like give away old ones or anything like that. I feel like that would be kind of dickish. So I can't do that, I don't think. And then also, I would give away a freaking helicarrier if I could, but unfortunately, it wasn't until just recently that my family and I got some news, some good news, that things might be clearing up for us, and I might be able to do that for 150K. So whatever UCS set comes out by that time, maybe we'll have a freaking UCS Avengers Tower by then that I'll be able to give away to you guys, because I feel really bad that I can't do anything other than just thank you guys as much as I possibly can. So I am genuinely I genuinely apologize for that, because I really wish I could do more for such a huge milestone. But unfortunately, this is where I'm at right now, and hopefully you guys can understand that. But once again, just thank you for everything. I mean, this little kid, I think I have it open. This little kid right here, who was apparently mad in this photo back in 2009, I would love to go back and tell that little kid right there what this would amount to one day. Because I never thought I'd be sitting where I am today with this many people appreciating just my hobby. So thank you guys for everything and everything that you have done for me as a person over these past 7 years. It has been absolutely incredible. And yeah, I actually put together a montage, which will be at the end of my thank you video. My thank you video, I still have to record that, like the actual portion of me where I keep saying thank you, even more so than I will have in this vlog, because I'm going to be doing that. That's going to hopefully be up in the next day or two. But at the end of it, there is going to be a montage, which basically shows the best moments, or at least the best moments excluding the brick fairs and my vlogs, just the content of my main channel. Basically, I did this like montage to simulate what was pretty much just my work this entire time. So like, for example, I just post my custom minifigures and my reviews and how those two things have evolved over the past 7 years. So that's what the minute-long montage will be. It'll actually be replacing my outro for this 100K video. So that's going to be in there. So you can look forward to that, I guess. It'll pretty much give you an idea of how much I've evolved with you guys over these past 7 years in a pretty short time span. So there's that. And then before I drop my sister's phone, I am working on a Star Wars custom. I haven't been able to say that since like the middle of 2013. And that's because Disney prematurely ripped the Clone Wars away from us and gave us Rebels. And it sucked. But at the end of Rebels, I'm going to wave here. Okay, spoilers, they start here. Guys, please remind me if I should turn on my webcam for you guys in case I don't wave again, because Nick, if you guys, I tried to record this vlog originally and I was really bad at covering up spoilers. That's why I'm doing this again. My webcam got to turn on. Please do that. Okay, so Nick, if I do not wave, please let me know, because I do not want to you guys get spoiled unnecessarily. So yeah, waving now. Spoilers start here. We had Ahsoka on Star Wars Rebels. She was revealed to be the Fulcrum character, and I could not be more excited, because when I woke up and found that out, I was not only so excited by the fact that they brought the character on, but Ashley Eckstein, who I've met several times, she's a really amazing person. She is voicing Ahsoka again, and they're so far portraying her really well as an adult. She's now 30 years old, 14 years after the Clone Wars, and it's exciting. Because if they're going to keep going with this and have Ahsoka continuously on the show, and then potentially even have her face up against Vader now that the Inquisitor is gone, I'll be there. Now I'm interested, okay? I may not be fond of Rebels, but if you're going to bring on Ahsoka and have Vader more prominently on the series, I'll be there. So, fine. I'm watching now, okay? Once I get some extra funds, I'll be buying the season, and I'll watch the whole damn thing, okay? So Rebels officially is going to have to become part of my life again. But yeah, so there's that. We unfortunately now my bunny, we called her Meme as a nickname.
You forgot the wave.
Oh, wait. You see, this is why I needed you. Spoilers end here. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, spoilers end here. Hi. So there's that, and then yeah, so there, my bunny, we unfortunately had to put her down, who we've had for almost 10 years. She exceeded her life expectancy, honestly. We called her Meme as a nickname, but her real name was May. And I know I didn't show her a lot of my vlogs. You have to be a really diehard, hardcore Ross fan to have seen my bunny. We unfortunately had to put her down. She's been with us since I was 7 years old, when we were living in North Carolina for the first time, before I spent my teenage years pretty much in Florida. I mean, I'm obviously still living out my teenage years here, but I mean, we're back in North Carolina, and it's kind of funny how after that many years in her entire life, she came full circle. And we had to put her to sleep here because she got too old. Her skin was starting to rot at her rectum. And then also, Uh, the back of her back legs are practically disabled, and she really couldn't move. So it was time. I didn't go because, but you guys might remember Alvin, my dog, who I loved to death. I was there when we put him down. I was actually the only one there because my mom and sister couldn't handle it, and I honestly didn't want to see that again because just seeing the life pass out of someone that you care about, it's not nice. So I didn't want to go again. I just kind of said goodbye and then let them take her because it's a little bit it's overwhelming because then I think about how long we had May and everything. I mean, like she was with us well before I started here on YouTube back in 2008. We got her in 2005 here in North Carolina, so that was heavy. But she's gone now. And then in more positive news, though. The first Age of Ultron trailer, or why did I say the first? What is wrong with me? The third Age of Ultron trailer just dropped a day early, and that's really exciting. There was a lot of really awesome stuff in there. Some Civil War references, like Cap saying, I'm sick and tired of, or he actually just said, I'm sick of watching people pay for our mistakes. We saw on board the Bruce Banner / Natasha Romanoff relationship that's apparently going to be happening. That action shot of them all jumping at the Hydra soldiers, which is going to be like the first battle scene in the film. That looks awesome. Can't wait to see that. And it gave me some ideas for what my first preview for my Age of Ultron minifigures is going to be. By the way, stick around for a little while longer. I'm going to be giving you guys first look at them. So there's that. The Mark 45 we saw. There was a little bit of some bad CGI toward the end, which obviously Marvel seems to still be working on. When Ultimate Ultron and Ultron and like all of his Ultron sentries or his drones or whatever you guys want to call them. I still don't know what definitive name to call those. When they're all running at the Avengers and having Thor challenges them, the CGI in that shot looked a little off. Hopefully they'll fix that by the time the movie comes out. So there's that, and then we also had that shot of like Ultron saying, I'm going to tear you apart, and then he like blasts at them. I'm pretty sure he actually uses his repulsor on Tony in that shot. They gave us an inverted version of that shot, so we'll actually see how that shot may or may not be inverted in the actual film. And then also, we had a new shot of the Hulkbuster scene, which was really exciting, having the Hulkbuster drag Bruce up the building. That was freaking awesome. That looks so fantastic. The CGI in that shot and the entirety of the Hulkbuster scenes we've seen so far, that does not look bad. So that looks awesome. Cannot wait for you guys to see what the Hulkbuster will look like in my showcase video because it's already made and it's already been happening, but unfortunately, guys, it's a little bit too early before I give you a look at that. So really excited, though, for when you guys will end up seeing it. And then also, we got to see the Ultimate Ultron version. I'm pretty sure that was him anyway. He looked a lot more chrome, and the torso, like his armor design looked different than Ultron Prime, which Ultron Prime is the one I'm making. So we'll see. That looks awesome, though. And then we had the confirmation that the trucks in the Quinjet City Chase and the truck in the Avengers Hydra Showdown officially exist. LEGO didn't make them up. So unfortunately, I recorded my review on the Avengers Hydra Showdown like a week or two ago, and that was before I found the rest of the set. So since then, I have been pushing that review off and pushing it off, and now so much has changed. We've learned so much about the film. Like in the Avengers Tower, I already talked about Thor. So in the Avengers Hydra Showdown, if I use the footage I already have, it'll be like I'm talking about Thor for the first time. So I don't want that to happen. And then also, like, in the review, I will be saying, like, oh, we don't know if this truck exists or not in the film. We'll see. But now we know it exists because we clearly see Black Widow and Hawkeye springing out of this truck. This truck right here is officially in the film. Whether this is accurate or not, we know that LEGO didn't make it up. And then we also know that the Chill Research truck does also officially exist in the film. So, yeah, the trailer confirmed all of that. And then we got our first look at the Vision, which looks awesome. I cannot wait to see that. That shot they showed us of him, like, first maybe awakening for the very first time. We'll see if what that shot actually entails, but it looks cool. I mean, the Vision looks like they've portrayed him perfectly, and I've actually been working on my own Vision these past few days. I actually painted his torso now. I've been working on his head. I finished painting the Vision's cape and all of that. So Age of Ultron trailer looks awesome, and then also a few other things I do want to talk about. I said I was going to be making 15 minifigures over the course of the next like 2 or 3 months, and those minifigures entail the Achievement Hunter team, which I have pretty much already finished, and you can kind of see them right here. Oh, I'm knocking them over, but you can kind of see. There you go. Okay, he's standing up. So there's the entire Achievement Hunter team. You can see them right there. Gavin is pretty much almost done. I do have to paint the back of his head and the back of his torso, but then once that's done, the entirety of the Achievement Hunter team will be finished. I'll be able to reveal what that secret project is and why I've been working on them and making a repeat of characters that I've already made. Or I guess I really shouldn't say characters because they are obviously real people. So there's that, and then also another thing is the Lego Movie got its title in the past 2 weeks, which is awesome. The Lego Movie sequel, which was kind of expected, another simple title because the Lego Movie obviously was pretty simple and funny to begin with. So continuing that trend and just calling it flat out the Lego Movie sequel, I think that's awesome. So there's that. And then also, it was announced that there is going to be an Arrow/Flash crossover series, which will have, okay, spoiler waving again, because there's going to be some spoilers here. So Nick, remind me if I forget to wave again once I'm done talking here about the spoilers.
Right.
Yeah, so in this series, we're going to have Ray Palmer as the Atom. We're going to have Dr. Martin Stein, which doesn't make sense because they either need to have Ronnie Raymond or Jason Rush, or else it doesn't really make sense to have him in anything. And then we're also going to have Captain Cold, which is exciting. Wentworth Miller as Captain Cold is perfect. And then also we're going to have, this is the big spoiler, we're going to have Sarah, the Canary, the first Canary. Laurel's sister is alive. So I think Lazarus Pit, hopefully, that'll explain it. But her body is kind of in the ground decaying. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. But that basically, now watching Arrow, we're going to be watching Arrow up until the very end of the season. And we're going to be like, Laurel is so upset about Sarah being dead, and everyone is, and everything is happening practically because of Sarah being killed. And now it's like we're just going to be watching this and knowing that she's going to come back, which is going to be kind of awkward for us as an audience. So I feel like they probably should have held that off until the end of the season, personally, and then announced this. But hey, it's exciting. Whatever it's going to be, I'll be there. I'm fully supporting this. And also, I did get the helmets that I'm going to be using for the Atom in. It's the Space Police helmets. I'm going to be trimming down the visor and seeing if I can make that helmet concept work out. If it doesn't work out, I'll try something else later. But as of right now, that's what I'm going to be doing for the Atom, just so you guys are aware. So there's that, and then also Toy Fair happened a couple weeks ago. You guys probably already saw my analysis videos for Marvel and DC. I will be doing the analysis videos for the Star Wars and Minecraft. Oh, I did. Forgot to wave again. Okay, spoilers are over. Hi. So yeah, the Star Wars. Thank you, Nick. The Star Wars and Marvel analysis videos will officially be happening. Did I say Marvel? Minecraft. The Star Wars and Minecraft analysis videos will be happening. I just need to get through this 100K thank you video, which I'll be recording tonight, hopefully. And then I also do have to do the Avengers Hydra Showdown review, so I can wrap up the Age of Ultron minifigures, so I can get working on Hawkeye and in his entirety. Well, actually, I really am not using any of Lego's Hawkeye figure. Hawkeye is practically going to be a whole new figure from me. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing with videos right now. I know it's a little bit late now. The Toy Fair was 2 weeks ago, but I've just been swamped with these Age of Ultron reviews. Like the second I so like the day or two after I did my last vlog 2 weeks ago, the Age of Ultron sets dropped. They were in Target, they were in Toys R Us, they were everywhere. I mean, and they were in all my stores, and I basically spent a week driving around convincing people that the street dates are a lie and that they should pull them out of the bag for me. So usually the way I did it was I found a bunch of people who either didn't know about the street dates or just flat out didn't care. And that's how I was able to get the Age of Ultron sets early, just so you guys are aware for future reference. And then also Aquaman was revealed from Zack Snyder. I was actually there 3 minutes after he posted that tweet, and that was really awesome to see. Aquaman looks exactly like I was hoping he would. I was either hoping for a new 52 look, like short hair, really, smooth costume, or just a flat out like fish man. That's practically what he does look like in a way, and he looks like the king of the freaking ocean. So I'm very happy that they're going with sort of like the 90s look for Aquaman. It looks very exciting, and I'm very satisfied with that. And hopefully though he only gets a cameo. I do not want to see that man step foot on the surface yet, because I feel like it'll just be way too soon in Batman vs. Superman. But yeah, so there's that. And then also what else is on my list of crap that's happened in the past 2 weeks? Agent Carter and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent Carter wrapped up, and it was really good. I'm really satisfied with it, especially that ending scene. That was really cool to see. And then one other thing that does bother me, though, so we're going to do spoilers again. Spoiler waving. Here's some more spoilers. Nick, remind me if I forget to wave. Yeah, they ruined Dr. Faustus, or Faustus, however you say it. He's a big character in the Civil War arc. As a matter of fact, he's practically the one responsible for Agent 13 shooting Steve in the comics, in the Civil War story. So they just ruined him because they just brought in Johann Fenoff. Is that how you say his name? I don't know. Dr. Faustus was in. He was the dude in Agent Carter hypnotizing people, and it's like you could have used that character in Civil War. Like, the dude doesn't even look like Faustus to begin with. and they just ruined it. Because now you can't have him in Civil War to do the thing that he does in the comics, and you can't have him use Agent 13 to kill Steve. So they're going to be doing something else clearly. But it's like, what a waste of a big Hydra character. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, so there's that, and then also Agents of Shield started back up. Spoilers, waving. Thank you, Nick. Why do I keep forgetting?
I don't know.
Yeah. So Agents of Shield is back, and spoilers, more waving. I guess that just kind of cancels out that wave. Yeah, so spoilers, hi. Inhumans on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that's shaping up to be something really awesome. Still really pissed off they killed Trip. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back to a really good start. Love that mid-season premiere. And especially the fact that we got to see the dude who was actually present with Strucker. We saw him. And, you guys remember the doctor that was walking around with Strucker in the Winter Soldier scene, the end credit scene? Well, he was actually there in the episode, and that was really cool. This show, man, this is a Marvel Cinematic Universe show now, full on. I mean, the name dropping is insane, and it feels so connected to the MCU now. They're going to be bringing back Sith already in the next episode, so Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is really doing great. It's just such a shame that they wasted the first 17 episodes of their show just with absolute nonsense. So it wasn't until like episode 17 of season 1 that the show actually got good, and it's like, here we are, the show's amazing, and not as many people are around to see it, so that really sucks. But I'm here to watch it, so yeah. So yeah, there's that, and then also the Arkham Knight mini. What? Oh, wave. Gosh damn it! What was that? Like the 6th time? But I forgot my spoiler waving. Hi. 6 or I don't know. I wasn't counting.
That's why we're friends. I'm there to remind you.
And then Arkham Knight, yeah, not a lot of people on Flickr seem to like this concept that I had going for the Arkham Knight, which actually did not involve any sculpting, which is why it looks the way it does. So I'm probably going to be scrapping that concept that I had going for the Arkham Knight and saving it for a later date, because I'll probably be reworking and retooling that minifigure, because I will be making an Arkham Knight. Like, that's going to happen. You're going to see that from me this year. It's just now that people didn't really seem to appreciate what I did there, yeah, it's going to be delayed. I just don't know when the Arkham Knight is going to be happening now that I'm going to be scrapping practically everything I did there for that initial Arkham Knight concept. But I think that is it for this vlog, guys. I think I pretty much covered everything, but it's just like, without the Clone Wars, so this is why I'm really glad that they introduced that character, the Fulcrum character, into Rebels. Without the Clone Wars, I wouldn't know these two guys. I wouldn't be who I am today as a YouTuber like the Clone Wars did. The Clone Wars quite literally shaped my teenage years and brought me to where I am today. I'm so glad that they're doing what they're doing now in Rebels, because it's just a huge fan service to Clone Wars fans, and I'm really happy about that. So that's exciting. And then yeah, the 100,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. I mean, once again, I don't want to sound repetitive here, but you guys have quite literally made me the person that I am today, and I could not be more thankful. So once again, one last time, thank you for getting me to this point, and thank you for everything that you guys have done for me over the course of 7 years. And when I see comments from people like you guys who are saying like, oh, I've been with you since you had like 1,000 subscribers, I've been here since the year 2010, it's like, people like you are just awesome, and I cannot thank all of you. Once again, one last time, okay? Thank you guys for everything, and Nick, Joe, say goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Yeah.
Is Joe alive?
Joe?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah.
Just say bye.
Bye.
Yeah. My entire YouTube career has brought me awesome people like these two guys. So I'm really grateful to be friends with you guys, and you guys I have to thank for that. So yeah, we'll see you guys in another celebration vlog, which will probably be 150,000 and then 200,000. It's exciting and bright future ahead of MGF Customs, thanks to you guys. So that's
you're probably gonna die.
Well, what? Well, I hope I don't die. Thank you for that, Nick. Thank you for that thought. But anyway, I will see you guys later. All right. Bye.